Sorry about that.
Better late than never. Save the best till last, but I think I
don't
might
talk
not.
to my mom's that much, so yeah, I missed her call
Oh,
today. But anyway, it's all right. That's why I said. Fuck everybody else. Talk to my mom.
mums are more important.
Yeah.
And you're lucky, actually, because that's a phone call that you can still have. Some of us can't speak to our mums anymore. So, yeah, always make time for mums.
That's right. She made time for me through her life.
There you go.
Listen to my big mouth talk about shit I wanted that she couldn't afford. She had to just sit there and say, shut the fuck up.
Well, you've got a lovely smile. But anyway, we are here at the press conference for your fighter. Tyson Fury goes back in against Alexander Usyk, December the 21st. Sugar, talk to me about the first fight, please.
The first fight, Tyson Fury got caught in the 9th round and
I know
cost him the fight.
See, I knew you was going to do that.
It's only because if I'm talking to Tyson, I'm talking the same thing. I don't talk much. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm already sugar. So why don't you sugarcoat it for her? If I'm already sugar. Yeah, it's a double negative. Like,
but
we don't want that.
That makes a positive.
Yeah, but just one is positive too.
When you look back, hopefully you're a reflective coach, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. When you look back, what do you think went wrong in there, apart from him getting caught in the 9th round?
That is the big thing that went wrong. He got caught in the 9th round. He got knocked down, and he lost that round. Lost that round big. That round cost him the fight.
You're known as a coach, and I hate having to feed this to you, Sugar, because you're known as a coach. Crunk is your style. We saw how Tyson Fury came out against Deontay Wilder. I use that as a prime example. Before you were in the corner, Tyson was okay to be on the back foot, still winning fights. But when you came in with Wilder 2, we saw him go straight into the centre of the ring and stick it on Deontay Wilder. Mm-hmm. Now, I thought maybe because of the style of Alexander Usyk, maybe he was going to do the same with him. However, he's sort of like in this back foot fighting style. That just doesn't seem to add up with me, with your style. So was that the plan, or is that just how it turned out?
It's just something that just happened in the fight. Alexander's a great boxer. Alexander can move good. He don't move like Deontay Wilder. So you got a different style of a fighter in there. So you obviously you can't go in and do the same thing with Alexander Usyk as you've done with Deontay Wilder. And it had to be a lot of adjustments in that fight. And you have to take those adjustments and not make mistakes. And Tyson made those adjustments, but then made a mistake.
Voices in the corner. It's something that I spoke to his uncle about. I know they don't train, etc. I understand that. But his uncle has trained him previously. And I think it was something I was saying because I did a live watch along. I'm not really one for being two-faced. I thought, who is he going to listen to when he's got so many different voices? You could almost see his head moving around, like there was just so much going on. The voices in the corner, Sugar. Too many?
The voice I heard was mine. I have tunnel vision when I'm at fights. So when we come out for the fights, I don't hear the crowd. I don't see the crowd. I don't see nothing. I'll see my fighter. I'll see the ring. I walk in the ring, and that's all I see is the fighter. After the fights, I have to ask, how was the crowd? Did they like it? Like I was waving at you. I said, I don't know. I was calling your name. I said, I don't know. I have tunnel vision at that point. I'm not really focused on anything else but the fighter. So I've heard comments and heard interviews about the fight and talking about the corner and stuff. And I guess those things that people say could be fair. But like for me, I don't know what was happening. I'm watching Tyson.
So when you're watching Tyson, what's the advice you're alluding to with him? What are you trying to get him to do as the rounds are going on, as he's coming back into the corner? What is the 60-second advice coming from you?
For me, it's always finish him. My plans in every about every corner is how to finish somebody. I'm always the same way. I don't know exactly what I said per round like that per se, but for me, it's like finish him. Every round, okay, getting a little closer. You're getting a little closer. Finish him. Okay, it's coming. Okay, now it's right there. It's right there. Finish it. Finish the job. Finish the job. Yeah. Come on. Just nick him. Changing my accent a little bit now. Yeah, but
it's all right. I'm in there with you. I've rewound back to the fight and I'm listening to the advice.
I'm like, yeah. You know, like every round I'm into it like that. Like just do this and you can get him with this one. You know, so even for me it's adjustments. Adjustments during that round. It's adjustments coming back to the corner. Tyson has to make adjustments in the fight by himself, and I've got to make those adjustments off of what adjustments he's making or didn't make during the fight. So it's a lot of that going on in every fight. It's not just like, oh, it's not like you got your own little private dance partner where they know the script and they're gonna come in there and dance with you and do exactly what you want them to do. Uh, so yeah, it's just a lot of adjustments, but those are things that I train for. I train for the fighter to know how to make adjustments in those rounds where I'm possibly not heard, like during the fight. You can't hear me in that corner during the fight. I don't expect you to hear me sometimes because the crowd and the atmosphere is so live. Um, so the time that I do have is in the corner, and whatever I say, I just expect it to be heard. I don't talk for the whole duration of the round. I don't. I shouldn't say I don't believe in it, but I don't think it's necessary if I can get my point across, and that's it.
Getting your point across.
So getting my point across is me talking to the fighter, and I'm seeing him responsive for what I'm saying. That's getting my point across.
And would you say that he was responsive?
It was. It was at times, and then I mean, obviously, me as a trainer, I want more, but maybe he didn't do more, and that's with every fighter. You want more because I believe in the fighter and all of his abilities, and I want more from him. Just had a fighter just fight, and I wanted more from him, and he didn't give him more. What can you do about that? It has to be something the fighter has to do himself, not something that somebody else has control over. It's the control of the fighter to follow instructions, period.
We talk about following instructions. Like you said, yours is to get him out of there, to finish the fight. Those strong intentions going in there this time, obviously camp potentially is going to start soon. Adapting to adaptable fighters, teaching your fighter or assisting your fighter.
Oh, that's the love of it. Doing that kind of stuff is just lovely. Okay. It's like, all those strategies and stuff. Yes. You gotta love them. That's what makes you good. It makes you good at what you do when you can make adjustments and adapt. It's like when you're out there on the motorway, or we call it the freeway. You're on the freeway, and traffic is this way and that way. You're in a hurry going somewhere. You don't just stay in one lane. You find how to move through. You have to look at, I don't even know how many, maybe 16 different automobiles to find your way through. You can't just look at the car in front of you. You got to watch the car behind you, the car to the left and the right of you, the car to the left and the right of you that's in front of the car to the left and the right of you, the car that's to the left and right of you, the car that's behind you, behind that car to the left and right of you. You have to watch traffic way up there to see if the red lights are all turning on, if there's a traffic jam in one lane or the other lane. Oh, isn't it lovely?
Here he is.
Isn't it lovely?
Early finish?
You don't like my singing, huh?
No, I don't mind you singing, but you know.
Well, what artist was that?
Are you going to get an early?
What artist was that?
Isn't she lovely? Stevie Wonder.
There you go. I knew you was going to say. That's why I wasn't going to ask you nothing I know you didn't know, because I ain't going to try to make you look bad.
You can make me look bad all you want.
For what?
You know, I've got the clapbacks.
No.
You know.
How would you clap back if you're going to always be right?
I'll say something anyway. I'm going to go down fighting on my shield. How you should go down.
Fair play.
I want to ask you something quickly. You was in camp with Ben Whitaker for a period of time. When you look at his last fight, the only reason why I'm asking this is because you mentioned something there about listening to instruction. Your job is to make sure your fighters listen to instruction. Have you had a chance to watch the Ben Whitaker fight back at all against Liam Cameron? And if so, what are your thoughts on that fight?
So, what I will say is I watched the fight. I don't have any comment on it because I'm only here for Tyson Fury. As I always done for Ben Whitaker fights as well, where they talk about, if I'm with Ben Whitaker, they ask me about Tyson.
I'm gonna
and I decline it because for me it's unfair because I'm here for Tyson Fury. As if I'm with Ben Whitaker, I'm not talking about Tyson Fury. So it's only fair for me to be answering questions for that fighter.
But when you say, excuse me, see, he's doing this so he doesn't have to answer anymore.
They didn't give me no water up on stage.
Well, they didn't give us anything. I've got a dry mouth as well.
Oh.
But anyway, less of that. How important is it then?
It's very important to listen to your corner.
So your corner.
Hey, everybody, it's important to listen to your corner because your corner sees things that you don't see. That's why you have a corner. Somebody on the outside looking in at the whole picture, not just what's in front of you, fighter.
I love it. Listen. He's coughing to bits now, but listen, Sugar, it's a pleasure. All the best fight week. And I don't know when I'll see you again.
You know you're going to see me soon.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.